Hey! I'm going to tell you the story of how a simple mattress made billions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. A mattress. In 2007, Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia, two roommates in San Francisco, were struggling to pay their rent. San Francisco's rent wasn't cheap, even for young designers. They had bills, deadlines, and a growing anxiety about how to make ends meet. Every month was a gamble. Would they be able to cover rent or go hungry? Then inspiration struck in the form of an event in their city. The Industrial Design Conference was coming to San Francisco, and hotel rooms were completely booked. They thought, what if we offered people a place to sleep in our living room? Not a hotel, but a bed, breakfast, and a story. They grabbed an air mattress, put it in their apartment, and created a simple website, Airbed and Breakfast. The concept was absurd. Invite strangers to sleep on your living room floor, but desperation often breeds innovation. Their first guests were three travelers attending the conference, unable to find a hotel. They stayed on the air mattress, ate homemade breakfast, and had conversations with Brian and Joe. It was more than just a bed, it was an experience. That first night, Airbnb wasn't just about making money. It was about human connection, about sharing spaces, and about trusting strangers. But reality hit hard. The website was simple, but getting users was not easy. They tried Craigslist, posting ads, hoping someone would book. Months passed, and the idea barely gained traction. Being an entrepreneur is often lonely. Rejection is your best friend. And success, it seems like a faraway dream. Brian and Joe realized they needed more than a cool idea. They needed design, marketing, and strategy. They joined Y Combinator, a startup accelerator in Silicon Valley. There, they learned critical lessons. Focus on the user experience. Understand trust and safety. Iterate quickly based on feedback. Airbnb's first breakthrough wasn't a fancy marketing campaign. It was learning how to truly understand people. Even with mentorship, the journey wasn't smooth. Investors were skeptical. Who would pay to sleep in a stranger's house? This will never scale. They faced rejection over and over. But Brian and Joe believed in one thing: people want real experiences, not hotels. In 2009, during the presidential inauguration, Airbnb faced a unique opportunity. Hotels were booked, and demand for lodging skyrocketed. They photographed every listing professionally, instead of users' phone photos. The results is unbelievable. Bookings soared. Sometimes the smallest tweaks make the biggest difference. High-quality photos turned casual listings into trusted spaces. Airbnb went from living room air mattresses to millions of listings worldwide. From 3 guests to millions of users globally. From San Francisco apartments to houses, castles, igloos, tree houses. From a small website to a multi-billion-dollar platform. All of this began with a simple question: how can we help people find a place to stay? Start small. Think big. The first idea doesn't have to be perfect. Just start. Solve a real problem. Airbnb succeeded because people needed a place to stay. Iterate constantly. Testing, feedback, and adjustments are key. Trust the experience. Business is more than transactions. It's about connections. Resilience is everything. Rejections are part of the process. Keep moving. Today, Airbnb is valued at over $100 billion, from a single air mattress to a global platform that changed how people travel. Airbnb proved innovation often starts in the most unexpected places, like your living room. Every big idea starts small. Every empire starts with a single brave step. And every great entrepreneur is willing to take risks when everyone else says no. If you think your idea is too small, too weird, or impossible, remember Airbnb. It all started with a mattress, creativity, and a willingness to trust strangers. Who knows? Maybe your idea could change the world next.